So you have your camera with you and you want to take that portrait with a really nice blurry background on it. Let's have a look at that. Keep watching until the end of this video when I'm going to be showing you the way I add a blurry background. Gosh, these are heavy. Now this particular effect actually has a name and it's called Bokeh. And it comes from the origin Japanese. The H at the end has been added for the English speakers. You can achieve this when using your camera and shooting on a very low and wide aperture like f1.4 or 2.8. Also, you or your subject have to be separated from the background and add some distance between the two. Also, make sure your images are well exposed and your highlights are not blown out. If it is, you can use an ND filter to help you out. Okay, let's put this in a test. So, I'm going to be using, for my lovely model here, 2.8 or 2.2, and then we're going to go for 125 of ISO. Take that shot, 1/800th of a second, focus, and this is what I've got. Brilliant. Now we're going to change bit settings. We're going to go for 5.6, then we're going to slow down the shutter speed, 1/60th of a second, and I'll take that shot again. One thousandth of a second. But what happens if you don't have a lens with a wide open aperture and you can get only 4.5 or 5.6? That's where the software comes in hand. Let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, now let's jump into Photoshop and see what we can do about those photos. Okay, so we're into Photoshop now. So what we're gonna do, the first thing we do is Object Selection Tool. You click on that, you click on the teddy bear. And now we've got the selection of the teddy bear, you press Command and J, there you go. So we've got that, which is brilliant. The other thing we can do is make a copy, Command J again, of the background, which is the previous photo you've had. Okay, we're gonna hide the selection of a teddy bear for now, and we're gonna press Command Shift A, and we have the editing window. Yeah, you can adjust a little bit the colors, the exposure, highlights maybe down a bit, contrast a tiny bit, and then we're gonna jump into lens blur, which is the column on the bottom. Okay, so we click on a lens blur and we click apply. Wrong one. Lens blur, apply. Now it's gonna take like a few seconds to load up, and as you can see, if you do the focus range, obviously you can manipulate how big, how long, and all that deep. But now you can manipulate where you want it to be. At the moment it's on 50%. Let's go on 69, around 70%, and click OK. Now, as you can see, we have this selected. Can you see the difference? So basically, the layer we're on now, if you click on there, you can see that the background is much blurrier. This is one of the ways you can click and add this. The selection we did of the teddy bear, you click it back on again, make it visible, and this is it. One of the ways that I'll do it. Now the other way to do this is, let me quickly delete that. I'll make another copy of that, which is Command J. But before that, why we not go on the next photo I've got as an example. So here, this is me in London. My little daughter, Sophia, she took that photo of me. So what we're gonna do, we wanna blur out this background, right? So first thing to do is Command J, duplicate that layer, and then you go to the selection tool again, Object Selection Tool, click on that. I'll click on myself. Now we can add the camera back and, sorry, the Shift key, and then click. So this is going to make a whole selection for me and my camera bag. We're going to press Command J, and I've got a selection of me, as you can see. Now we're going to hide this. We're going to go to the bottom layer. We're going to go Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Now don't worry if your subject gets blurry as well, because we've already made a selection of it before that. So you can blur, you can see, you can look at people's faces, buildings, streets and everything, and you can add some more blur. That's a bit too much. Maybe I'll go with around 24. Yeah, and click OK. And then make visible the top layer again. This is another way. Command Alt Shift E. It's going to give you a whole new layer. So this is the before, this is the after. As you can see, the background is well blurred, right? Obviously you can go to Lightroom and then do this as well, because we've got, you know, when you do Command Shift A, this is going to bring you to this editing window, and down there you got lens blur as well in Lightroom. So here we go, this is the end of the video. I hope you find it helpful. If you learn anything new today, that would be great. You can obviously go and check my other videos. I've just started my YouTube channel very recently, so I hope to have your support, guys, on that journey. Also subscribe, like and comment on this video, and share with us what's your way to add some blurriness on your photos. Do you like blurry background or not? Do you get it straight out of your camera? How you do it, and what's your process? Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, now let's, ouch.